Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of VGIW. And oh my goodness, Ruby, do you realize what you're getting yourself into here? Reborn taking on Kato. Kato, the big wrestler, signed by Eric Schwartz II for the upcoming rebirth of terrific Texas wrestling in the modern age. Oh my god! And Kato recently has been steamrolling different wrestlers. You know, took on the likes of Mammoth. Oh my god, I've never seen them do that before. The Monster, you know, beating world champions. Of course, we're going to beat the Giant Herman before retirement. Kato is already proving to be a bit of a menace in that ring. God. Big elbow there. That elbow looks to be about the size of Ruby's head. You know, Ruby has always proven herself to be a bit of an underdog, can usually rise to the occasion against overwhelming odds, but this might be too much even for her. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's no good. Raking the eyes. It's ridiculous. Oh my god! Now, of course, if you're not familiar, Terrific Texas Wrestling was a long defunct promotion. You'll see in the good old bad old days of wrestling in the Texas tapes. But when the promotion was disbanded, the arena was bought out by Theodore. The old championships were held by the last champions of said belts. And the TTW name was bought by Eric Schwartz. Now, Eric Schwartz II has seemingly purchased the name from his dad, and also, on top of that, bought the old arena from Theodore, who had the arena. So, I'm assuming that, I don't know what's going to happen with the championships or anything like that, but it looks like we are going to be seeing a full-blown revival. You'll still get to see the Texas tapes to see the old school days of wrestling, but it looks like nothing all stays gone forever. There's always a brand revival on the way eventually. Oh, here we go. Snake Eyes! Oh, look at this. And taking down Kato here. Ruby Born. Oh, Kato just brushed that off. Normally, that would lead to like a nice head scissors takedown, but didn't get anywhere with Kato. He just brushed it off. Oh, grab a hold, Ruby Born again here. Irish whip. Ducking under here. And look at that. Whoa, flinging Ruby Born easily. 1, 2. There's the kick out. Oh my god. And now bringing Ruby back up once again. Nice! Nice work there. And now dragging Kato away from the ropes. Oh, Ruby's going to try again. Oh, it looks like she's got it this time. Look at this! Maybe Ruby has found an opening. By the way, we've done something a little bit different recently on the channel. Well, you know, a few new things. There's lots of stuff happening. There's always new things coming out on the VGIW channel. If you're not already subscribed, there's VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom, you know, the Texas tapes, aka Terrific Texas Wrestling, the upcoming revival of Terrific Texas Wrestling. You know, Canadian promotions, did I mention that? You know, there's always an event each month. Oh my god! And sometimes events, like last year we had Herman's retirement tour. We've got a new series that just happened called VGIW MMA. Be sure to check that out if you're interested. 2, and there's the kick out. We're going to be releasing marathon videos called VGIW Recap. Oh my god! It's going to be a marathon of old VGIW episodes, allowing you to catch up with some of the old days of the channel. Oh my god! Given that the channel has been going on for over 7 years now, you know, there's a lot of lore that's built up over the years. And it might give you a chance to get a little bit of a flashback and see some of the stuff that's happened over time. And also yesterday we released the first ever Titantron for one of the wrestlers on the VGIW channel. The first being the recently returned Simone Onai. Oh my god, Ruby nearly had it. Simone Onai recently returned to professional wrestling and has had a custom Titantron made because her performances have been so incredible. Oh, look at this. Driving Kato down. Is this it? More will be, more will come. So be sure to check out the VGIW channel. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, here we go. 2. Oh. Good lord. Oh my god! Oh, wow! Now off against the ropes here. Boom! Driving down! How is this not over? Oh no, I think it is. Oh! And going for the pin. 1, 2, 3! And there you have it. Ruby put up a decent fight, but my god. Kato is overwhelming, to put it mildly. Holy cow. What a showcase right there. Now, I might be being a bit presumptuous. When we released the document, the lore document of VGIW to the world, you'll see all kinds of stuff, like the timeline, the different championships, any special records, the shows, but you'll also see stuff, like the theme music that the wrestlers currently have. But one other thing you'll see is undefeated streaks, and I'm being a bit presumptuous, but if given some of the fights that Kato's already won, I've already put up a tab just in case, because Kato now is 6-0. Again, way too early to call it, but I'm going to put my money out there and say that I think Eric Schwartz II has found a genuine beast for the squared circle. If Kato keeps it up like this, then, well, I don't know if the channel. I don't know if it. I don't know who's going to be joining the TTW revival, but I don't know if they're ready. God, Kato, a scary sight here. Oh man, I'd love to see. If he can really build a genuine undefeated streak, I might have to delete the tab if it doesn't go anywhere. But if it does build up a genuine streak, imagine what would happen if he fought Brutus Armstrong, the undefeated. Oh my god, Eric Schwartz has found a nightmare on his hands. Well, it's time for the next match now, the Women's Champions Challenge. At the beginning of each month, what we do is we get all of the champions together for the men's, for the women's, and we get them all together for one major clash. There's nothing really on the line in a match like this. It's just to showcase, the ability of our current champions. My god, the Giant! Untouchable! Oh my god. Well, let's get into this, shall we? We have the Women's World Champion Lia Nix Parker won the championship in November, so at the end of November, if they can defend the title this month, that will be a 2-month reign so far. Now, I don't want to undercut it though with Lia Parker. Lia Parker, not only is the world champion, but he's Canadian Women's Champion and has managed to gain a reign of dominance over the scene for these past few years. Has got some notably long reigns, one of them being for the Canadian Women's Championship, which is one of the longest reigns, period, on record. Like, my goodness, it's a nightmare. But, oh my god, Jade Stone there! Lia Parker is, without doubt, one of the most successful wrestlers in the women's division right now. Then you got the Global Championship, won by Untouchable, also in November. If Untouchable can hold that title for 6 months, she can relinquish the belt for a world title opportunity. That would be month 2. She can do it, this month. Of course, she can hold it for longer if she so wishes and potentially break the 11th month reign of I Play Princess, who held it for like 10, 11 months. Let me just quickly check that one. Global Championship, 11 months, so And if anyone was going to do it, it would be Untouchable. Untouchable, the 7-foot giant in the women's division, has dominated so many people. It would not shock me to see Untouchable be the one to break the record. Then you got the United Team titles. Helen Amber Monroe also won the titles in November. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Oh, look at that. But Helen and Amber Monroe, one of the most decorated teams in the scene. I believe 5-time United Team champions. What a kick there from Jade Stone. Easily one of the most, successful teams in the scene. If they wanted to break the record for the United Team scene, though, let's see. Okay, let's talk about longest reigns, right? Women's World title. Lia Parker would have to hold the title for over a year and 8 months, because that's the longest reign currently on record with Sophia Muller. We already talked about the global title. With the United Team titles, it would be a record of 9 months. Now, the Wildcard Championship, held by Jade Stone at the moment, will be a lot easier. November 2025, but will be a lot easier to break. As if Jade Stone can defend this month, she'll already be tied. The Wildcard Championship seems to be somewhat cursed, as anyone who holds that belt seems to lose it in a month or two, with the people who've held it 2 months currently being like the longest on record. So if Jade Stone can do that, which I feel like if there's someone who's going to do it, it'll be Jade Stone. That's another record broken. So we're seeing some people who could be record breakers right here. Oh no, look at this. Driving down Lia Parker. Of course, if we want to talk about some of these wrestlers, though. Lia Nix Parker. Oh, man. Good lord, this is a chaotic matchup. And someone could get eliminated at any moment. Lia Nix Parker has won the World League Tournament, the oldest event in VGIW history, twice, being one of only 2 people to do that. As last year, that record was achieved by both Lia Nix Parker and the undefeated Brutus Armstrong. Lia Nix Parker is a 5-time Canadian Women's Champion, 1-time Global Champion, and a 3-time VGIW Women's World Champion. And like I'd actually mentioned before, Lia Parker has got one of the longest reigns on record. Let's see. Joint 4th overall, with a 1 year and 2 month long reign with the Canadian Women's Championship. Oh, there's a kick out there. That's tied with Lucky 83's GHK TV title reign and Hank and Keller, the Guild's DGIW Tag Team title reign, all achieving 1 year and 2 months. This is behind Ken Dyer, Hubert Constantine, and I believe the undefeated Brutus Armstrong, who have held the belt for 1 year, and actually this will be tied with Brutus. Sorry, I've lost track of stuff here. But Brutus Armstrong's also 1 year and 2 months now. Craziness. Oh my god, the brutality there. Point is, yeah, Lia Parker, extremely successful. With one of the longest reigns, in the joint 4th longest reign in the channel's history. Pretty damn impressive if you ask me. I'll go for the pin here. Is this the end for Helen Monroe? No, Helen Monroe with the kick out. Let's talk about the Monroes, though. The Monroes, 3 generations of wrestling lineage. You've got, of course, Miss Joyce Monroe, the Grand Matriarch, 14-time World Champion. You've got her son-in-law, Boris Monroe, who, oh my god, has dominated in Canadian strip promotions, but primarily, and has had an MMA background, but primarily is a trainer at the training center. Then you've got the next generation, Amber Monroe, Helen Monroe, who have been dominating the United Team scene. Helen Monroe currently dating Mark from the training center. And let me tell you, if you were looking at like technicality, like you got some of the greatest technicians of all time. Oh my god, is this the end for Lia Parker? Oh my god, Jade nearly had it. Helen and Amber Monroe have proven themselves time and time again to be like unstoppable in the United Team scene. Let's just go over this really quickly. Now, Amber Monroe on her own has actually won the VGW Global Championship before, but Amber and Helen Monroe are 5-time United Team Champions. Jade Stone nearly out right there. That's pretty damn impressive. They are mainstays of the tag scene. Oh man, nice work there. Then we go over to Jade Stone. Jade Stone, I think, is a little bit more fit on the ground in comparison to the others, but has really, like, Jade Stone went from being pretty brutal to, like, full-on vicious in recent times. Watching a Jade Stone match can be difficult to stomach just because she is so brutal. She is a 3-time wildcard champion. She's proven before that she can absolutely mess people up. She doesn't even necessarily need the weapons. If you watch some of the moves she pulls out, her body is the weapon. And then, of course, you have the 7-foot-tall Untouchable taken down with a dropkick there by Laya Parker, but taking out Untouchable won't be easy. That's for... Oh my god, look at Laya go. Oh man, Untouchable, meanwhile, has seemingly done it all. Let me just pull this up real quick. Where is it? Untouchable is, I believe, a 5-time world champion. Been VGIW's Open Challenge Speedrun champion, VGIW Wildcard champion, VGIW Global champion, and has been 2-time VGIW Women's World Champion and 3-time Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Champion. Untouchable, one of those wrestlers. Oh gosh, here we go, pinfall. 1, 2, Amber Monroe kicks out. Who has held titles both pre and during the channel's run, so there's a few that are in the lore that we'll hope to explore in classic Kitsune Kingdom episodes. 1, 2, including 1, which is, if the rumors are true, we're starting to get the title reigns of the classic Kitsune Kingdom pre-channel days and the terrific Texas Wrestling days. And if this reign is correct, then Untouchable has the new longest reign on record of 3 years and 8 months with the Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Championship. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see, but that is extremely impressive if so. Oh man, back in. Look at that, everyone's pouring back into the ring. Untouchable is definitely got the most experience of the bunch. Oh man! And whilst it is definitely easy to say that a reign that long would have been the peak, once the channel started, Untouchable still has proven to be a mainstay, winning several world titles, both in Kitsune Kingdom and VGIW, in the 7 years that the channel has been around. Oh, look at this. Oh my god! Throwing the world champ like that. That's incredible. 1, 2, 3! And that's just proof positive right there that Untouchable... Well, I don't think we're going to see Untouchable hold the title for nearly 4 years, like we have in the lore. Oh my god. It's safe to say Untouchable is still one of the top stars. If you want like the longest reign that's happened during the 7-year history of VGIW, that would be Sophia Muller's championship reign of 1 year and 8 months. If you want the longest lore reign, it'd be Untouchable's reign that lasts just 2 years longer. Oh my god! Well, the world champ has already been taken out in a major shock right here. Oh, Amber Monroe challenging Jade Stone here, and Jade more than willing to oblige. Oh, in comes Helen, though. And slamming the arm down now. Oh, they're all buzzing right now. Look at them go. Oh, what a cutter. Oh, Jade Stone. Look at this, going for a bear hug on Untouchable. You'll be seeing more and more little updates like this as we discover more of the reigns from the pre-channel Kitsune Kingdom days and the good old bad old days of terrific Texas Wrestling. Okay, once I finally decided how long some of these fucking reigns lasted. Oh my god, look at that! And of course, if you want to see stuff like the legendary reign of Untouchable, so far the longest in the channel's lore, then don't worry, because not only will the VGIW channel has so much going on. VGIW, if you want current day, it's VGIW, GHK, Canadian Destroyer Promotions, and eventually the rebirth of Terrific Texas Wrestling. So far, currently named TCW Reborn, though it may get a different name by the time it comes out, just to avoid confusion. I mentioned Kitsune Kingdom as well, right? And there'll also be little dives into the history of VGIW with the, oh my god, with the likes of the Texas Tapes, Terrific Texas Wrestling, and classic Kitsune Kingdom. Some of our wrestlers are veterans, legends, and those shows are going to be diving back into the past. So if you wanted to see what Herman was like back in the day, in his prime, before retirement, Dan Decker, Fred Lane, Platinum Pete, and so many more, then be sure to check those out. In fact, you know, there's a lot to go over, really, so it's going to be very exciting to see that all, you know, how that all pans out. All our pacing right now. Oh, and Amber Monroe rushing over. And now throwing back into the ring. Oh, nice takedown by Amber Monroe. And now go for the pin here. 1, 2, and there's the kick out. Oh, shades of a grandmother with the triangle choke. Meanwhile, Amber with shades of her father. Oh my god. Well, Untouchable's finding a way out. Oh my god. Going for the pin here. Oh my god, what a lariat. But there goes Jade Stone. So now, Untouchable has to deal with the Monroe Dynasty. Going for that powerbomb though. 2. Oh, Amber Monroe kicks out. They are facing what we currently know to be the longest reigning world champion in Untouchable here. And that's a reign that might never get broken. Oh my god! Oh, Untouchable squaring up to Amber here. Look at Amber Monroe go. Boom! Jab to the face. And now throwing Untouchable into the ring. Amber Monroe squaring up now. And look at that. Bringing with that moonsault. 1, 2. Oh, Untouchable still in this. Amber Monroe was certain that was going to be the end. Great Russian leg sweep there by Helen Monroe. Two of the greatest technicians in the world of professional wrestling, the Monroe family, taking on one of the greatest powerhouses. It's become a thing I've noticed where the giants of VGIW have proven themselves time and time again to be some of the biggest legends at the same time. You got Untouchable, longest reigning world champion in the law. Oh my god, wait, what's this? Oh my god, a fireball! Alan's been blinded! You've got the War Beast Mammoth from OCW, who's also, like I've said, one of those cases where Mammoth is just as much a VGIW as he is OCW and is one of the most decorated wrestlers in VGIW history. And of course you have the recently retired legendary Giant Herman. Has done a fair bit, but more importantly, you know, extremely beloved by the fans. Oh, Untouchable's back up for more. Oh, caught there, nice work. And now look at this, go for a bear hug. And, oh, look at this. Boom, clapping the sides of the head. And now trying to go for a DDT. The Monroes trying to take Untouchable out, but Untouchable rolls out, so the two are going after each other now. It is everyone for themselves in this match. 1, 2. Oh, Helen Monroe with the kick out. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping the sound of me opening that can of monster did not catch up on the microphone. Oh no, here we go. No, dodge there. Oh my god, did you see the speed Untouchable went out? It was a swing and a miss, but god, it's scary how quick Untouchable can go sometimes. It's like watching a bullet fire out of a gun. All right, and now look at that. Amber Monroe once again challenging Untouchable here. Oh, battle between two powerhouses. Amber Monroe and Helen Monroe, in my opinion, are the part of the future of VGIW. And Untouchable, of course, gonna, push them to their limit. Look at Amber go there! Whoa! Amber and Helen Monroe are absolute, genuine freaks of nature when it comes to being athletes. They are... There's no one quite like them in the women's division, in my opinion. It feels like they could do it all. I say do it all, but if there's one thing they maybe can't do, it's beat Untouchable. Rushing over, Untouchable's back on her feet here. DDT! They gotta get back in the ring, though, to put this one away. Stomping on the arm there. Nice work. Oh, man. Brutality right here. Nice leap there, and look at Helen. Oh, Helen is showing some confidence there with some push-ups. Trying to act like it's light work, no reaction. Oh, man, what a beatdown. And now... Oh, look at that. And oh my god, an inverted suplex. There is no safe way of taking that. And now look at that, leg drop right there. Oh, this is a huge beatdown right here. Untouchable has laid out both of the Monroe sisters here. Helen staggering back up, but look at that, fighting back. It's like watching a monster movie, and you're watching these two doing whatever they can to try and fight back. Oh, here we go now. Nice reversal there. And look at this, all of them back in the ring now. Lovely bulldog there. And in comes Untouchable. Oh god, look at this. Whoa! Untouchable now. Oh my god, choking Helen here. Oh, knocking her off her feet there. And going for the pin. 1, 2. No, Helen Monroe kicks out. This match is still not over. And Amber with the drop kick. Seizing the opportunity to try and take the giant out. 7 feet tall, Untouchable is the tallest wrestler in the women's division. 1, 2. Oh my god. And now... Oh, another strike there. Another jab. Look at this. Bionic elbow. An ode to the legend Dusty Rhodes. But Untouchable. Look at that. Oh, snapmare. Off against those ropes. Huge boot there. And now. Oh, that spinning side slam. Haven't seen that in a while. But it's still just as effective. And now, oh, grabbing Amber. Oh my god. Powerbomb. And just like that, I think this one's over. 1, 2, 3. And the match is over. Congratulations to Untouchable on another devastating victory. My god. Well, it's time for our last match of the evening now, the Men's Champions Challenge. And in a rare moment, we have our VGIW Men's World Champion, Brutus Armstrong, in the mix. Brutus normally sits these out now, as we've had a recent issue where we've hit the capacity, 8 wrestlers in the ring at once, so someone has to sit out, and Brutus He said he doesn't want to humiliate the other wrestlers. Being undefeated, he usually always comes... Well, I say usually. He always comes out on top in these Champions Challenge matches. Oh, look at that. Getting steamrolled, though, by the Crusher. Oh, electric chair power, though, from Gene Baxter. Let's go over some of the wrestlers in this match. Let's go with Gene Baxter to start off with, actually. Baxter is someone who's been around since pretty much the beginning of the VGIW channel. And you can see that when I talk about some of the matches he's won titles for. He's a former VGIW UK champion, former VGIW Speedrun champion, former GHK Bloodshed champion, former TCW Camaraderie champion, former RCW Brawlers champion, but also more recently, he's become both VGIW European champion and VGIW GHK Hardcore champion. A dual champion in this day and age is not, it happens still, but normally it'll be like, with, say, Adrian Baldwin and Rottweiler. Let's talk about them for a second. Adrian Baldwin, it is someone who has frequently had success, not just here on the VGIW channel, but over on RCW. And the proof is in the pudding with his recent, him and Rottweiler's recent shared titles. Not only is Adrian Baldwin, Rottweiler, and Xander Horse here with the VGIW GHK Trios Championship, but at the same time, Adrian Baldwin and Rottweiler are RCW's Syndicate Champions, aka the RCW Tag Team Champions. Adrian Baldwin in the past has also been GHK Z Division Champion and OW Delta Tag Team Champions with Rottweiler. Crazy stuff. Oh, gotta be wary of that ladder. Oh my god, the ladder's clattering everywhere there. Oh man, the beatdown's getting messy now. Then we talk about, of course, about Rottweiler, who, like I said, currently VGIW GHK's Trios Champion and currently RCW Syndicate Champion. There's also a 3-time GHK Z Division Champion. Rottweiler has proven himself to be quite a menace, both in team action, but also as a singles competitor. If we want to talk about the Anarchists in singles competition, we've got to talk about Xander Horus. Xander Horus, obviously joining his comrades as part of the Trios Champions, but has been one-time GHK Z Division Champion and a 2-time World Champion, both with the VGIW Men's World Championship and the GHK World Championship. The Anarchists have proven themselves to be mainstays in the competition. But if you want to talk about mainstays, you've got to talk about the legend that is the Crusher. Someone who both on screen and in the lore has been one of the most dominating presences in professional wrestling. The Crusher, a 2-time Regal Rampage winner. I think one of the only people to ever be able to lay claim to that. Former VGIW GHK Trios Champion, former VGIW Intercontinental Champion, former VGIW Champion, and a 4-time World Champion, being former 2-time Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Champion, former TTW World Champion, and a former VGIW Limitless World Champion. Pinfall attempt here. There's the kick out, though, from Rottweiler. The Crusher, even though the age is starting to show, is still built like a final boss and will absolutely run rampant over the opposition. Oh, man. And then, of course, you've got to look at the Crusher's son, Rebellion, Scourge of the Ring, terror to all, shortener and ender of careers. Former RCW I believe defending RCW Mayhem champion. My apologies to Rebellion. Also, of course, former VGIW GHK Trios champion. Currently here with the VGIW Tag Team Championship with his father, Crusher. Former VGIW GHK Hardcore Champion, and former GHK World Champion. Then there's the Phantom. The Phantom, a more manipulative presence compared to the likes of Crusher and Rebellion. Phantom, former OW Beta Tag Team Champion, and currently VGIW Intercontinental Champion. If Phantom can hold that title for 6 months, defending it 6 times, the Phantom can relinquish the title for a World Championship opportunity. He can hold the belt longer if he wishes to, but most don't. Let's see, who else? I know there's one notable person who I haven't talked about, but I just want to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Nope, it's time to talk about him. Once again, the undefeated Brutus Armstrong. Brutus Armstrong. You know, in terms of the actual championship accolades, there isn't as much to talk about as you might think. Now, he's a 2-time World League Tournament winner, the first one to ever do it. Well, besides Lara Parker, who did it the same year, but Brutus Armstrong technically, you know, was about half an hour beat Lara to the punch, but still, same time we call it. Former VGIW Championship briefcase holder. Won titles over at ORCW there as their former Syndicate Champion and former OW Beta Tag Team Champion. But of course, most importantly to what I want to talk about when it comes to Brutus, is the current reigning, defending VGIW Men's World Champion. And here's the thing about Brutus. His performance in other federations aside, you know, we could talk about his time fighting Big H in Shockwave Sports, we could talk about those tag team title reigns all we want in OW, but here in VGIW, Brutus Armstrong is undefeated. Oh, kick out there from Xander Horus. And let me tell you, this streak is no joke. Brutus Armstrong, oh my god, Phantom is getting ragdolled right now. Oh god, there's who let off a flashbang in the audience? Oh my god, I'm being blinded. Well, you won't believe your eyes either when I explain this. Brutus Armstrong is 120-0. That is right. Brutus Armstrong, over the years, has fought in 120 matches in VGIW and has never lost a single one. It includes a Shockwave rematch against the likes of Big H, fighting the Giant Herman and ultimately starting off his retirement, fighting other, here we go, Gene Baxter's still in it, fighting other Shockwave competitors like Alucard, Raven, and so many more. Aaron Storm, from VGIW, Dan, find VGIW classics like Aaron Storm, Dan Decker, Crusher, Platinum Pete, the Phantom, and of course, finding classics from ORCW like Neon Soldier. It's safe to say that Brutus Armstrong is, oh my god! Adrian Bullwind there just took out Xander Horus with the guitar. So far, no eliminations yet in this match. But my god, what impressive display at the moment from these wrestlers. But yeah, Brutus Armstrong is probably the one to beat. Not only would you prove yourself by, being able to show you can beat the world champion, but you would end the streak of Brutus Armstrong. By the way, lovely springboard moonsault to the outside. A great Asai moonsault, I believe it is, from, Adrian Baldwin. Oh my god. The brutality on display is scary stuff. And yet, I don't think there's been a single elimination yet. Alright, look at this. Oh my god! And they're throwing Xander. Oh, that looked like a very nasty bump there. You've got several former world champions in this match. Rebellion, Crusher, Xander, and of course the reigning champ, Brutus Armstrong. One thing that's kind of surprising to think about is the fact that the Crusher's never actually held the VGIW Men's World Championship. The Crusher has held the VGIW Limitless World Championship, which, for those who don't know, VGIW back in the day had a brand split between Mountaintop and Genesis, where Crusher would go on to... Sorry, I think I've kind of jumped my things there. Crusher has been Limitless World Champion, never VGIW Men's World Champion, because there was a brand split. Mountaintop, Genesis. Crusher would go on to hold the World Championship created for Genesis, the Limitless World Championship. Oh my god, look at Brutus go! But Crusher would never hold the title that Brutus Armstrong currently holds, the Men's World Championship. My god, Xander Horus there, throwing Gene Baxter. Gene Baxter is another veteran who seems to consistently just have these moments of, of success. Was one of the early notable wrestlers fighting for the UK title, then the light heavyweight title, fighting VVC. I remember that got quite vicious as the Bruiser Biker would slam VVC's head into the ladder repeatedly. Oh, God! Obviously, I think the level of advance has elevated in VGIW over the years, but that was like an early sign of just some of the brutality that these wrestlers can display. Like, if we want to talk about some of the brutal spots that have happened in VGIW, Baxter has to be pointed to as one of the early signs of where that could lean towards. Oh, choke slam on the outside. And the Bruiser Biker has consistently, time and time again, proven to be a notable presence here. Fall away slam. Oh, look at that. Driving Xander face first. Oh! Crusher is not going to go easy on his son. There's no... I don't think Crusher and Rebellion can feel love. Like, they may be father and son, but, like, I don't think those two are, really care what happens to each other. They're just both working under the banner of Storm System Worldwide, working for Aaron Storm at the moment. They're just tools in Aaron Storm's giant machine. Oh, look at this. Look at Gene Baxter. Oh my God, Rottweiler and Adrian have been both laid out. 1, 2, 3. And the first elimination. Rottweiler's going to be in the doghouse after that one. Oh, now Brutus Armstrong. Oh, God, look at that. Adrian. One thing I've always noticed, Adrian Baldwin can be a lot more durable than he looked. I still remember his debut match was against Dennis Finch back in 2K18, where the then rookie, admittedly there wasn't a lot he could do at the time against the veteran Dennis Finch, but managed to endure 4 Finch bombs. It took 5 of Dennis's finishing move to put the match away. Oh my God! Gene might have a rib broken after that one. Oh, look at that. Whoa! Oh my God. This match is definitely going to take its toll. Good God! You see Crusher hitting the side of the ring on the way down there. Nice takedown. Great work there. Oh, man. Everyone's back in the ring! Oh my God, look at Xander go here. Xander, who's normally such a wizard in the ring. He's just doing anything it takes now. 2. But Crusher kicks out. Will the Brutus will it streak end? Oh no. Bannon tried, but Brutus, the undefeated, is still going. And now, oh, look at this Tiger suplex. Oh my God. Great work there. And now, oh, nice strike there. Oh my God. Gene now trying to take out the Phantom. Oh man, Gene Baxter, the European and Hardcore champion. When you think about how the European Championship is descended from that UK Championship back in the day, it is interesting to see Gene holding it again after all these years. Well, I say holding it again, they are different titles. But there is, oh gosh, but the European Championship was only made because it was a unification of the UK and Iron Will Championships. It was during the time when, after the brand split ended, it was a case of, oh, whoa, did you see that? Okay, sorry. That was a case of us trying to, oh, the pit stop! Trying to, lessen how many VGIW titles there were. Obviously, there are other shows on the VGIW channel with their own belts, but we didn't need so many on one singular show, so we lessened it somewhat. We also unified the VGIW Men's World and Limitless World Championships. But did you see what happened there with Gene Baxter? It looks like his strength is beginning to fail him here. But the bruiser Bakke refuses to give up. But I'm a little bit worried about Gene. He tried to throw the steps, but they didn't even leave his orbit. Oh my god, that was nasty. And now Crusher grabbing a hold of Rebellion, sending him to the corner. Nice work there. And now stomping on the chest. Oh man! Bringing Rebellion back to his feet yet again here. And into the corner. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh my god, I've never seen a more muscly muscle buster in my life! Going for the pin now. 1, 2, 3! Well, Rebellion, he might be terrifying, but the Crusher is still on a whole other level. Meanwhile, Phantom trying to take out Xander Horus. This would be huge for Phantom if you could take out another world champ. Oh, Adrian Baldwin. Come on, Phantom. Gunning to go after Brutus. So if you can beat Xander Horus, that would be huge. Oh, look at this. The strength of the Crusher. Throwing Xander Horus about. And again! Everyone on the outside of the ring, though, they need to get back in the ring to put this away. Typically, it's, sometimes it falls getting away, but not tonight. Oh, look at this. Back in the ring. Nice work. And now Gene Baxter with a big boot to the Brutus Armstrong. Trying to go for the pin. 1, 2. There's the kick out, though. And now Adrian Baldwin sending Gene into the corner. Oh, look at this. Xander. Whoa! Dropping the Crusher on his head. 1, 2. No! Good God, what will it take to defeat the veteran? Oh, Gene gonna give it a go. DDT! Even though Gene's strength is clearly starting to fail him here, he is trying his best. Look at that. Going for a backstabber, but in comes Xander Horus. Irish whip, reversal, into the corner. Oh my god, whoa, 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 whoa. Dominator on the outside. Adrian Baldwin has just been broken in half by Brutus Armstrong. Oh, Brutus watching on now. And going for Xander. Oh, here we go. Driving down. 1, 2, 3. And there's the 1, 2, 3. Xander Horus has been eliminated from the match. We've lost one former world champion in this one. We of course still have, well, we've lost 2 former world champions. Crusher took out Rebellion. Now Brutus has taken out Xander. Brutus and Crusher of course still in this. And when you got 1 former world champion, 1 current world champion. Oh man. Oh, look at the way Gene's clutching his chest. He is not in a good way right now. I think this match has taken more out of him than he'd like to admit. And that might be the death knell. 2. No! Gene, I don't know if this is a good idea. I appreciate the unwillingness to give up, but you're in a bad way, mate. I'm genuinely, well, that has to be the end, because I'm worried about Gene's health. And there we go. Gene Baxter has been eliminated. Might want to get checked up by the doctors to, make sure he's ready to defend that European and hardcore title. He's got to also get ready for the GHK Champions Challenge match. He's got a busy schedule, and it's already not looking good for him. Gene is, of course, a veteran as well, and I'm wondering, if he's pushed himself too much now. It must be difficult to maintain that body transformation if you remember what Baxter used to look like. And now to be, winning 2 titles, defending 2 titles, that's got to be taking a lot out of him. Because he's got to defend them for the first time later this month. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at Adrian here. with a pump handle rib breaker. Oh my goodness. And Bull with the takedown. Throwing Crusher back into the ring. Alright, look at this now. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, look at those beatdowns there. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. You got Crusher and Brutus, by the way, two freaks of nature. You know, back in the day, Crusher, who had an undefeated streak, mostly none, I've realised it's short, didn't on screen than I realised. But Crusher had an undefeated streak that, you know, lasted from the days of his time in Kitsune Kingdom and the like. Was going to fight Brutus Armstrong. It was going to be streak versus streak. Unfortunately, before that plan could happen, his undefeated streak would be ended by VGIW, you know, by our very own Katsuyori Machida. Oh, look at that, throwing Brutus aside. So Crusher, you know, obviously his streak ended long ago. Brutus is still going. Oh no, steel steps in hand. So in terms of the champions, you have VGIW GHK Trios champion, one third of the Trios champions, and one half of the ORCW Syndicate champions in Adrian Baldwin. You have the VGIW Intercontinental champion, the Phantom. You have, oh my goodness, one half the VGIW Tag Team champions in the Crusher, and then of course you have the undefeated VGIW Men's World Champion, Brutus Armstrong. Look at that, grabbing a hold of the Phantom. Oh my god! Steamrolled by the Crusher. 2, but there's the kick out. This match is still not over for Brutus. But look at the crimson mask Adrian has donned. Good lord. And, oh! Here we go, Irish whip into the corner now. And now, Brutus pacing around. Oh, grabbing a hold here. And now, boom! Oh, did you see the way Adrian threw that chair? It didn't quite make the mark though, but that is some distance there. They've got to get back in the ring though. They're only delaying the inevitable and increasing each other's suffering on the outside here. Adrian's back in the ring now, thrown in by the Phantom. Oh, Adrian staring down the Crusher. But the Crusher, oh man, look at the state of Adrian. No, Adrian coated in blood now, flying through the air. I talked about Adrian's durability before, but this is really starting to show now. Adrian is soaked. You know, the blood dripping everywhere. You can see patches on the floor whenever he hits the ground. And yet he's still going around, putting up a crazy fight here. Oh my god, look at that! What a takedown. And now, oh, boom! Right into the face. And down goes Brutus as well. Oh gosh. Oh my god. I was talking about Gene. I think Adrian might need a little checkup as well. Like, physically, he seems like someone who'll bounce back just fine, but my god, right now, this is proving to be a lot. Oh, boom! What a slam there. Adrian there, challenging Brutus, and Brutus taking it on, but Phantom comes in, throwing Adrian aside. Oh, this match is starting to get a bit grisly here. Oh, I think Adrian took a moment to realise that Phantom was there. You know, you can tell he's not fully with it at the moment, but still fighting, you know, to an impressive level. But with these three wrestlers, you got the Phantom who will absolutely take advantage of that condition. And then you got two physical powerhouses like Crusher and Brutus. I feel like Adrian, it's just a matter of when, not if, he gets eliminated. Oh, but look at that reversal of that Irish whip. And, oh my god! Driving Adrian face first. Oh no, that's nasty. Look at the mess that was being left there. Good lord. Oh no, look at this. Oh, the ankle's crashing into the table. No, not onto the ladder. Oh, onto the ladder. And one more time. Oh my god. Adrian. God, he looks absolutely broken. Meanwhile, the multiple power bombs to the Phantom. The Crusher, an unrelenting, unmitigating force. Adrian's getting back into the ring with Brutus. Oh no, it's over for Adrian. Look at this. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. And Adrian, I think, thankfully, has been eliminated now. It's down to 3. The Crusher, the Phantom, and the Undefeated. Back into the ring goes Phantom. And now Brutus and Crusher fighting it back and forth here. Oh, nice strike to the midsection. And now Brutus pacing around here. Sees Phantom, the world champ, the intercontinental champ, squaring off here as Phantom sends Brutus into the corner. Adrian's just laying there on the outside. I think he's just trying to get his bearings. So, to make, before he tries to rise to his feet. I think the adrenaline's starting to wear off, and the full effects of this match are starting to really hit him. Double team, and Brutus has been busted open. Oh, look at this! Can he make the Crusher, of all people, tap out? Adrian making his way backstage now. Oh my god. He does! He makes the Crusher tap out! I don't think I've ever seen the Crusher tap out before. If it happens, it's extremely rare. Oh, look on the floor there. Oh my god. That from Adrian, that is scary stuff. Oh, the Phantom now. Swinging neck breaker. And going for the pin. 1, 2. And there's the kick out once again. The crowd are loving this one. This is why we do the Champions Challenge matches. Because you're getting some of the best of VGIW all together in one ring. And it always leads to some very entertaining clashes. Phantom with that steel chair in hand. But disarmed by Brutus. And look at that German suplex. And now grabbing the steel chair himself. Whoa, right across the back of the head. Point blank range. And the chair is warped from the impact. That might actually do it. It does! The Undefeated is now 121-0. Thank you so much for watching this episode of VGIW. Has to have been an extremely entertaining one in my opinion, but I hope you enjoyed it too. Please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the VGIW channel for all of the great shows that we have to offer, and we'll hope to see you next time.